You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that carries absolutely no real weight. A cheap consolation prize for playing your wicked game, delivered at the doorstep when it's far too late. I accept the hollow gesture because I'm too tired to fight, sipping on the frozen tea you left upon the stand. We sit in total isolation under the dim moonlight, two separate continents inside a dark, forgotten land. Your words are like winter frost on a window pane, intricate and beautiful but lacking any real inner heat. You try to soothe the damage with the logic of your brain, while my intuitive heart is suffering a total defeat. I don't want your sympathy, I don't need your regret. Those are just accessories to disguise your selfish pride. I'm looking for a feeling that I haven't discovered yet, deep inside the territory where your dark secrets hide. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. Oh yeah, there is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Buzzing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. The radiator clanks inside the corner of the dark bedroom, a mechanical reminder of the friction we used to generate. Now we are just occupants of a highly sophisticated tomb, resigned to the reality of our self-inflicted fate. You hand me a glass of water with an indifferent stare, as if fulfilling a duty rather than expressing genuine care. I look at your beautiful face and find absolutely nothing there, just an empty vessel floating in the freezing morning air. The calendar pages flip, but the season never changes. Here we are trapped in a perpetual January of the human soul. Every single promise you make is completely insincere, designed to maintain your absolute architectural control. I'm packing up my heavy thoughts in a cardboard suitcase box, preparing to migrate to a warmer, more forgiving climb. I'm breaking through the heavy iron of your emotional locks, refusing to waste another single second of my precious time. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. your cold comfort tonight. Freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right. As the final embers of our history turn completely old. Oh, you offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. Completely apart. Keep your frozen pity, keep your calculated grace. I'm walking out into the blizzard of the real world outside. I'd rather freeze alone and stay inside this empty place where all our genuine, passionate emotions went and died. Cold comfort, 0 degrees, shaking the leaves off the dying trees. No more warmth, no more lies. Look at the eyes in your beautiful eyes. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight. Freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right. As the final embers of our history turn completely old, you offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that kept cheap gin and matches scatter across the tabletop. I strike a flame to burn away your wicked ghost. The spinning wheel of madness never seems to stop. I'm raising up a chalice to the things I hate the most. You were a habit that I couldn't easily break, a sweet addiction masquerading as a cure. Every single promise was a calculated fake, leaving my intentions so corrupted and impure. The curtain smell of cheap tobacco and regret, a lingering reminder of the nights you stayed too late. I try my absolute hardest to completely forget how easily you turned our grand romance into hate. You played your cards with such a wicked, clever hand, gambling with affection like it was a plastic toy. Now I am stranded in a dry and barren land, stripped of every ounce of my remaining inner joy. Watching the gray plume slowly rise and twist, exhaling every memory of your toxic touch, chasing a fantasy that never did exist. Why did I ever crave your volatile love so much? Lost in the bitter smoke of a dying affection, breathing the ashes of a fire gone completely cold, looking at a stranger in my own reflection, trapped in a cycle that is growing ancient and old. You were the match that ignited the flame. Now I'm choking on the residue you left behind, playing a dirty, sophisticated game that left me utterly broken and mentally blind. ashtray is overflowing on the velvet chair where you used to sit and spin your clever little webs. I run my trembling fingers through my tangled hair as the tide of my infatuation finally ebbs. You had a way of making dynamic truth seem small, blaming your deficiencies on my fragile state of mind. But now I see the writing written clear upon the wall, leaving all your heavy baggage far away behind. The neon streetlights cast a green and sickly glow through the Venetian blinds onto the dusty floor. I watch the traffic moving incredibly slow, knowing you won't ever walk through that heavy door. I've reclaimed the space that you tried to occupy, purging every corner of your suffocating scent. No more tears left for a sophisticated lie. Every single dollar of our emotional wealth is spent watching the gray plume slowly rise and twist, exhaling every memory of your toxic touch, chasing a fantasy that never did exist. Why did I ever crave your volatile love so much? Lost in the bitter smoke of a dying affection, breathing the ashes of a fire gone completely cold, looking at a stranger in my own reflection, trapped in a cycle that is growing ancient and old. You were the match that ignited the flame. Now I am choking on the residue you left behind, playing a dirty, sophisticated game that left me utterly broken and mentally blind. Clear out of my lungs. No more bitter words spoken by deceptive tongues. The air is shifting, the atmosphere is clean, moving far away from the ugliest nightmare I've seen. Lost in the bitter smoke of a dying affection, breathing the ashes of a fire gone completely cold, looking at a stranger in my own reflection, trapped in a cycle that is growing ancient and old. You were the match that ignited the flame. Now I am choking on the residue you left behind, playing a dirty, sophisticated game that left me utterly broken and mentally blind. Bitter smoke evaporating away into the light of a brand new day. No more choking, I can finally breathe. Watch the last remnant of your memory leave. You breathe your secrets directly against my bare shoulder blade, a soft avalanche of vocabulary designed to completely disarm. In the velvet sanctuary of the bedroom where the daylight fade, I fall victim once again to your dangerous, quiet charm. Your satin whispers float like incense through the humid air, painting illusions of a future that will never physically exist. I'm trapped inside the beautiful entanglement of your stare, unable to summon the strength to definitively resist. The fabric of the curtains rustles in the midnight breeze as you spin your delicate web of sophisticated deception. I am brought down completely to my trembling knees by the sheer elegance of your manipulative perfection. You know exactly which frequency to adjust your voice to bypass all the logical defenses inside my analytical brain, leaving me with absolutely nothing constructive left to do but swallow the bitter medicine disguised as pleasure and pain. The volume is low, but the impact is incredibly profound. Every syllable you utter vibrates along my sensitive spine. We are burying our sanity deep beneath the soft sound of a love that is beautiful, corrupted and divine. Captivated entirely by these satin whispers in the dark, believing every single magnificent lie you softly tell. Nothing remains of our original, natural living spark, just the intoxicating magic of this romantic spell. You speak so sweetly as you tear my world completely apart, muffling the sound of the destruction with a gentle caress. You carve your name onto the surface of my fragile heart, leaving me stranded in this elegant, quiet mess. The perfume of your betrayal is subtle and hard to detect, blended perfectly with the expensive silk sheets on the bed. I try to gather the remaining shards of my self-respect, but I am intoxicated by the phrases you just said. You whispered that I am the only one you will ever truly desire, while the scent of another woman still lingers on your skin, feeding the fuel to my self-destructive, volatile fire, welcoming the beautiful devastation from within. The clock is ticking softly on the mahogany bedside table stand, a quiet witness to the absolute bankruptcy of our trust. I hold the weight of your empty promises in my hand, watching them dissolve into a pile of shimmering dust. No more running away from the reality of the situation, no more pretending that your words carry any actual weight. I'm waking up from this beautiful hypnotic hallucination and closing the heavy iron parameters of my gaze. The volume is low, but the impact is incredibly profound. Every syllable you utter it were soft to see our destruction is complete. Say no more, close your lips as the fantasy slowly slips. Captivated entirely by these satin whispers in the dark, believe in every single magnificent lie you softly tell. You breathe your secrets directly against my bare shoulder blade. A soft avalanche of vocabulary designed to completely disarm. In the velvet sanctuary of the bedroom where the daylight fades, I fall victim once again to your dangerous quiet charm. Your satin whispers float like incense through the humid air, painting illusions of a future. I walk along the edge of sand and stone, learning how to be completely alone. The tide is moving out into the deep, taking all the secrets that I keep. You left your footprints where the water flows, where the chilling winter river blows. I call your name into the freezing wind, wondering where our paradigm sinned. The lighthouse casts a long and lonely beam, shattering my last remaining dream. I watch the ships disappear from sight, sailing off into the endless night. My wool coat damp with salt and heavy mist, remembering the lips that I once kissed. The seagulls cry a melancholy song, reminding me I've waited here too long. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town. On the silent shore where the waters meet, I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Washing out the memory of you, a desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. I collect the seashells scattered on the ground, searching for a voice without a sound. The horizon stretches out so wide and bare, matching all the emptiness I bear. You were my harbor during every storm, the only fire that could keep me warm. But now the wood is damp and turning black, and there is no map to guide us back. I write your initials in the wet gray clay, watching as the ripples wash them away. The evening fog settles like a heavy shroud, covering the place where we were proud. My fingers numb from holding on too tight to a love that vanished in the night. An empty shoreline stretching miles ahead, full of all the words we never said. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town. On the silent shore where the waters meet, I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. We built our castle out of shifting sand, hoping it would stand against the land. But oceans always claim what they are owed, eroding every single path we strode. No sound but the tide, no place left to hide. Let the deep water take it all. Watch the final empire fall on the silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. Lost on the silent shore where the water meets the sky. Goodbye, my love, goodbye. Just the endless blue without you. Without you. You wear deception like a tailored velvet suit, offering me a forbidden poison fruit. Your lips are stained with a dangerous shade of red, repeating every single phrase you ever said. I see the shadows hiding underneath your smile, a wicked trap that stretches for a mile. You play the lover with such perfect grace, while hiding secrets that you can't erase. The ballroom floor is empty as we start to spin, dancing on the edge of a gorgeous sin. I feel the tension rising in your steady grip, watching the jewelry from your fingers slip. You whisper sweet things that I know are fake, counting every dollar that you wanna take. A master performance in a theater of pain, driving me completely and utterly insane. Your velvet words are dripping down like wine, crossing over every single sacred line. I know the truth, but I still want the taste, wasting all my youth in this romantic waves. Crimson lies are bleeding through the dark, leaving an eternal, unforgettable mark. You paint a picture that is beautiful and bold, but your affection is incredibly cold. Oh, crimson lies, they catch me in the net, a dangerous game I will forever regret. We bleed in secret while the music plays, lost inside this red, intoxicating haze. I found the velvet ribbon that belonged to her, making all our happy memories a blur. The scent of betrayal is heavy in the room, sealing our relationship to total doom. You look at me and try to deny the crime, but we have reached the absolute end of time. The glass is shattered on the marble floor, and I am walking straight toward the door. Your eyes are shifting like a desperate thief, offering a temporary false relief. But I am done with all your theatrical plays, wasting all my energy for days and days. The scarlet color of your deep deceit is the only thing that makes our tragedy complete. I leave the keys upon the silver plate, leaving you alone to gamble with your fate. Your velvet words are dripping down like wine, crossing over every single sacred line. I know the truth, but I still want the taste, wasting all my youth in this romantic waste. Crimson lies are bleeding through the dark, leaving an eternal, unforgettable mark. You paint a picture that is beautiful and bold, but your reflection is incredibly cold. Oh, crimson lies, they catch me in the net, a dangerous game I will forever regret. We bleed in secret while the music plays, lost inside this red, intoxicating on your name. End of this wicked game. No more tears to bleed. That's all I need. Crimson lies are bleeding through the dark. Crimson lies, eternal, unforgettable mark. You paint a picture that is beautiful and bold, but your affection is incredibly cold. Oh, crimson lies, they catch me in the net, a dangerous game I will forever regret. We bleed in secret while the music plays, lost inside this red, intoxicating haze. Crimson lies fading out of sight. No more drama in the night. Goodbye to the red. Everything is dead. Midnight whiskey traces on the kitchen counter. Your silhouette is fading like a ghost in the hall. I hold the heavy silence as the shadows grow rounder, listening closely to the rain that starts to fall. The radio is humming an old familiar blues, but the melody just twists the knife inside my chest. Every single corner speaks of love we used to lose, leaving me with nothing but this dark, uninvited guest. Your velvet jacket is still hanging by the wooden door, catching the dim light of the street lamp outside. I trace your steps across the dusty hardwood floor, remembering the secrets that we no longer hide. The clock is ticking slower than my beating heart, a bittersweet reminder of the promises we made. We painted a masterpiece, then tore it right apart, watching every vibrant color slowly start to fade. The The temperature is dropping, the fire's burning low. We ran out of reasons to keep up the charade. Two heavy souls with nowhere left to go, trapped inside the beautiful mess that we made. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spark. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Wash away the passion, wash away the pain. Nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain, as the final chapter of our story starts to unfold. Lipstick stains upon a broken crystal glass, a testament to words we never should have said. We thought the stormy weather would eventually pass, but we built a fortress on a fragile golden thread. Now I am walking through the ruins of our paradise. The air is thick with things we left unspoken. I paid the ultimate unforgiving price to find out that your promises were easily broken. The telephone is silent, sleeping on the stand. No late night rings to rescue me from my mind. I'm holding on to nothing in the palm of my hand, searching for a comfort that I'll never find. The neon sign outside is flickering in blue, casting long illusions on the bedroom wall. I'm suffocating in the very thought of you, waiting for the final curtain to inevitably fall. The temperature is dropping, the fire is burning low. We ran out of reasons to keep up the charade. Two heavy souls with nowhere left to go, trapped inside the beautiful mess that we made. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spark. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Wash away the passion, wash away the pain. Nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain, as the final chapter of our story starts to unfold. Is this the price we pay for loving far too deep, selling out our sanity for a moment in the sun? Now I have these lonely, bitter secrets left to keep, looking at the damage and the destruction we have done. No more excuses, no more elegant lies, just the cold truth staring back from your eyes. Velvet drops falling down in this quiet, deserted town. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spark. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Wash away the passion, wash away the pain. Nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain, as the final chapter of our story starts to unfold. Velvet tears, so soft, so cold, a tragic story that was never told. Fading into the misty night, until the morning brings the light. The clock strikes 12 upon the peeling wallpapered wall. I'm pouring gasoline on things that remind me of your face. Another sleepless night spent pacing up and down the hall, trying to erase the lingering phantom of your warm embrace. The record player spins a dusty, forgotten ragtime tune, but it can't drown out the howling loneliness inside my head. I'm staring out the window at a pale and indifferent moon, wishing I could just forget every single word you said. My satin slippers glide across the cold linoleum floor, heading towards the cabinet where the heavy liquor stays. I know I shouldn't care about your ghost anymore, but I am trapped inside a labyrinth of yesterday's haze. The city lights below are blinking like a broken sign, signaling a warning that I choose to completely ignore. I keep on crossing every single safety boundary line, hoping against hope that you'll walk through that wooden door. The hours stretch ahead like a long and desert highway road, with no destination and no place to safely rest my heavy mind. I'm carrying the weight of a massive, unbearable load, searching for a solace that I know I'll never find. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. The telephone is staring at me like a loaded silver gun, daring me to dial the number I memorized by heart. But I already know that the damage has been fully done, and there is no possible way to restart what fell apart. I traced the outlines of the old photographs we took back when your laughter was the sweetest music I could hear. Now you're just a finished chapter in a dusty book, and I am left with nothing but this overwhelming fear. The ice cubes melt away in my half-empty crystal glass, diluting the poison that I drink to numb the sting. I keep on praying that this agonizing phase will pass and stop the endless bells of sorrow that loudly ring. The radiator hisses like a snake hidden in the dark, adding to the symphony of my solitary quiet grief. We managed to extinguish every single vital spark, leaving me with a despair that offers no relief. The hours stretch ahead like a long and desert highway road, with no destination and no place to safely rest my heavy mind. I'm carrying the weight of a massive, unbearable load, searching for a solace that I know I'll never find. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left me completely alone. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Is there a morning light after this endless dark, or am I condemned to wander this room forevermore? We left a scar where there used to be a vibrant spark, and now I'm stranded on this cold, unforgiving shore. Midnight comes, midnight goes, where the window's sorrow blows. No more light, no more sun. Look at what your absence has done. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I've got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Midnight blues calling my name, a losing game with no one else to blame. Fading out into the dark, goodbye, my sweet spark. Oh, letters gather dust inside a wooden chest, reminding me of times when we were truly blessed. The fountain pen is dry, the words begin to blur, a distant memory of who we used to were. I trace the lines you wrote when passion was alive, before we fought so hard, just trying to survive. Now every sentence feels like someone else's script, a sudden poison that we accidentally sipped. The parchment turns to yellow under fading light, a quiet testament to every lonely night. You promised forever in a simple phrase, now lost inside a dizzy, suffocating haze. My fingers tremble as I fold the page away, knowing there is nothing left for us to say. A paper kingdom built on promises of thread, replacing all the logic that was in my head. The ink is vanishing into the air, leaving a blank page completely bare. We can't rewrite the chapters we destroyed, staring directly into the empty void. Faded ink upon a broken heart, showing the exact place we tore apart. The syllables are bleeding in the rain, washing out the patterns of our pain. Oh, faded ink, a ghost of what you swore, a sacred message that doesn't matter anymore. We watch the meaning slowly drift away into the shadows of a darker day. I find a photograph from 7 years ago, back when our rhythm was beautifully slow. Your signature is scratching out my mind, a cruel reminder of the peace I cannot find. I try to rub the stains out with my shaking hand, but some disasters are too deep to understand. The spill of black has ruined every perfect line, dividing what was yours from what was mine. The clock is moving backward in this lonely room, weaving a fabric out of temporary gloom. You left your autograph upon my frame. fragile skin. A heavy game that neither of us could win. The final period is sharp and deeply cut, as every door between us is permanently shut. I close the journal and I turn the iron key, releasing all the ghosts that haunted me. The ink is vanishing into the air, leaving a blank page completely bare. We can't rewrite the chapters we destroyed, staring directly into the empty void. Faded ink upon a broken heart, showing the exact place we tore apart. The syllables are bleeding in the rain, washing out the patterns of our pain. Oh, faded ink, a ghost of what you swore, a sacred message that doesn't matter anymore. We watch the meaning slowly drift away into the shadows of a darker Why do we try to read between the lines, looking for magic or non-existent signs? The story ended when the author died, killing the very last drop of our pride. Nothing left to read, no more wounds to bleed. The text is gone, the paper is dry, underneath the gray, uncaring sky. Fading ink upon a broken heart, showing the exact place we tore apart. The syllables are bleeding in the rain, washing out the patterns of our pain. Oh, fading ink, a ghost of what you swore, a secret message that doesn't matter anymore. We watch the meaning slowly drift away into the shadows of a darker day. Just faded ink on my hands, nobody understands. Let it blur, let it fade, the biggest mistake we ever made. The kitchen clock strikes two as steam begins to rise inside my heavy eyes. I stir the dark espresso in a porcelain cup, waiting for the morning light to wake the city up. You sit across the table with a distant vacant stare, running nervous fingers through your tangled messy hair. We look like two survivors from a devastating blast, trying to decipher how our summer couldn't last. The aromatic perfume fills the quiet chilly space, but cannot mask the tension written clearly on your face. A spoonful of brown sugar doesn't alter how it tastes, another sad reminder of the years we put to waste. I watch the black liquid swirl around the silver spoon, beneath the pale illumination of a dying moon. We used to talk for hours when our universe was young. Now silence is the only native language on our tongue. This caffeinated sadness keeps my racing heart awake, counting every single promise that we chose to break. The temperature is dropping, but the kettle starts to scream, waking us abruptly from a warm romantic dream. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just just a fraction of my shattered self-control. We drink our tribulation till the bottom of the pot, accepting all the lessons that our tragedy has taught. I find some ceramic mugs we bought in Italy, back when you were completely infatuated with me. Now one of them is chipped along the delicate rim, as our prospects for survival grow increasingly dim. I spill a couple droplets on the clean linoleum floor, realizing that I shouldn't invite you anymore. The caffeine makes me shiver, but I crave the burning heat, the only thing that makes this isolation feel complete. You wrap your shivering knuckles around the heating glass, praying that this uncomfortable segment soon will pass. But we have reached the station where the train refuses to wait, leaving us stranded with our self-inflicted fate. The countertop is messy with the grounds of our deceit, making our transition into strangers feel complete. I switch the machine off and I lean against the sink, far too emotionally exhausted to even try to think. This caffeinated sadness keeps my racing heart awake, counting every single promise that we chose to break. The temperature is dropping, but the kettle starts to scream, waking us abruptly from a warm romantic dream. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of Earth can't sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. We drink our tribulation till the bottom of the pot, accepting all the lessons that our tragedy has taught. Become our emotional nerve endings are permanently numb. We swallow down the toxicity and pride, with nowhere left for our mistakes to hide. Pour it out, let it steam, end of this ancient dream. Cold drags up the dawn, everything is gone. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of Earth can sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. Just a midnight brew, to start the day as you pack your bags and walk away. So bitter, so black, never looking back. An empty corridor echoing with the footsteps of your memory. Every single floorboard creaks with the weight of your name. I am trapped inside this architectural, historical cemetery, playing a solitary match of a forgotten, tragic game. You left your phantom residency inside my fragile chest, a stubborn tenant who refuses to ever pack up and leave, disturbing disturbing the peace of my nightly necessary rest, leaving me with nothing but this heavy blanket of grief. The dust is settling on the portraits we hung upon the wall, a gallery of moments that have lost their original color. I hear your laughter resonating faintly down the lonely hall, making the present reality seem significantly duller. I try to exercise your presence with new company and wine, but the spiritual possession is far too strong to break. I keep on tracing every single faded boundary line, remembering the promises you managed to easily fake. The temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelming existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape, locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, but the darkness remains completely still, a heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to summon the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation. When you abdicated the throne, now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty mansion all alone. The mirror reflects a stranger with hollow, exhausted eyes, a victim of a grand illusion that lasted far too long. I am completely finished with your clever, strategic disguise and the bitter resonance of our favorite broken song. Spiritual wealth has been spent. The temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. darkness remains completely still, a heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to summon the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation when you abdicated the throne. Now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty mansion all alone. The mirror reflects a stranger with hollow, exhausted eyes, a victim of a grand illusion that lasted far too long. I am completely finished with your clever, strategic disguise and the bitter resonance of our favorite broken song. I'm opening the windows to let the chilly You pour your poison in a crystal glass, hoping that the bitter taste will pass. A dangerous game of hide and seek we play, wasting all the hours of the day. Your compliments are sharp like razor blades, cutting through the promises we made. I linger in the doorway of your heart, knowing that we're doomed right from the start. The record spins a melody so sweet, matching every heavy pulse and beat. You look at me with eyes of amber stone, leaving me completely all alone. A wicked habit that I can't undo, spending every dollar just on you. We gamble with the pieces of our soul, losing every bit of our control. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring every warning that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey, soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. I find your letters hidden in the drawer, realizing I don't know you anymore. The perfume on your collar isn't mine, another casualty of wasting time. I pour the liquor till the bottle's dry, staring at a dull and empty sky. You sell me illusions that I gladly buy, never even bothering to lie. The velvet curtains block the morning sun, counting all the damage we have done. You pull me close then push me far away, changing every rules we used to play. My high heels click across the marble floor, walking out the wanting something more. A desperate cycle that we cannot break, living for the mess that we create. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring every warning that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. troubled mind. Taste the nectar, feel the pain washing down like summer rain. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside. There's a wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey, soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. Just a taste of your bitter honey, so sweet, so dark, leaving its eternal mark, dripping slow. Here we go. I wear my favorite evening gown of expensive emerald silk, walking through a neighborhood that smells of sour milk. The fabric has been torn along the delicate left sleeve, a physical reminder of the night you chose to leave. I pull the shiny material across my damaged chest, trying to ignore the fact that I am completely depressed. You treated my devotion like a cheap disposable rag, leaving our relationship to deteriorate and sag. The glamorous illusions are beginning to decay as the bright neon streetlights turn everything to gray. I look into the mirror at my smeared expensive rouge, recognizing that my emotional damage is massive and huge. We used to present ourselves with such aristocratic pride, completely unaware of the rot that was developing inside. Now I'm standing stranded in this high society bar, wishing I could travel to a completely different star. The luxury cannot camouflage the bleeding underneath. As I try to smile through my tightly clenched teeth, we ruined something elegant with our domestic war, and neither of us recognizes who we are anymore. Bruised satin hanging on a broken, fragile frame, a tragic exhibition of a hyper-destructive game. Watching our expensive empire sink incredibly low. Bruised satin, you are the uniform of my defeat, making my transition into loneliness complete. We traded total honesty for a superficial shine, crossing over every single catastrophic line. I find the diamond necklace that you bought to make amends, back when we were pretending to be more than just friends. The crystals look so dull beneath the flickering halogen bulb, as my heavy heart begins to painfully convulse and throb. I unhook the heavy jewelry and let it hit the floor, knowing that your wealthy status cannot save us anymore. The material is stained with the sweat of my anxiety, a perfect representation of our failed propriety. You try to wrap your expensive cashmere coat around my back, but your touch only reminds me of the intimacy that we lack. We are just two mannequins inside a high-end store window display, waiting for the cleaning crew to sweep our ashes completely away. The threads are pulling apart and the seams begin to unravel, matching the difficult trajectory of the road we had to travel. I step out of your limousine into the freezing wet sleet, leaving you alone on the deserted wealthy street. The luxury cannot camouflage the bleeding underneath. As I try to smile through my tightly clenched teeth, we ruined something elegant with our domestic war, and neither of us recognizes who we are anymore. Bruised satin, hanging on a broken, fragile frame, a tragic exhibition of a hyper-destructive game. The smooth texture cannot hide the roughness of the blow, watching our expensive empire sink incredibly low. Bruised satin, you are the uniform of my defeat, making my transition into loneliness complete. We traded total honesty for a superficial shine, crossing over every single catastrophic line. By the words inside our catastrophic heads. Tear the silk, let it drop, let it drop. This performance has to stop, has to stop. No more shine, no more shine, no more grace, no more grace. Erasing you from this place. Bruised satin, hanging on a broken, fragile frame. And